There we go. Here we go again. Another day. Had to rush up in here. Come check out the Eagles Web boxing, baby. Eagles Web. Y'all know what it is, man. Had physical therapy and everything today, so it's like I'm on water. I didn't get a chance to I couldn't make my tea, man. Just been busy, man, running here, running there. Just got back into the house. I got to run out again, man. That's what I do. I just run. Run, man. Got to go to this town. Got to go to that town. Got to go to another town. It's like a constant thing, man. Just constantly, always moving. But it's good to keep moving. Girls always telling me to slow down. Slow down, stop. You always doing something. I said, man, as long as I can do something, I got to do it. Nobody else gonna do it for me. They ain't gonna do it. So what they crying about? What they crying about? Eat wood up in the house. Eat wood. Eat wood. That's funny. Eat wood. The first one that I see down there. Eat wood. Eat wood sitting up in there. So I tell you, that's right. Eagle. That's right. He said, salute, brother. That's right. They got his hieroglyphs up there. He said that Eagles Web boxing with all the fire and the flames in the hand up on the mic. He said 100, man. Gil Cole's in there. Salute Eagles Web in the chat. That's right. Then Eat Wood, shout out to Florida from Shy at Gil Cole's. That's right. AJ is the best because he has 3 belts. Nah, you guys know better than that, huh? This is a Eagles Web festival. You already know, man. This is Eagles Web festival today. So we're trying to have a fest, and so you already know what it is, right? Right. When it happens, when the fest starts, if the fest starts, we're trying to have a fest today, but if the fest starts, then you already know. Yeah, we'll go back and look. We're gonna go back and look at everything, though. We'll go back and look at where we're at and why we are here. Why we're here today. It's like, how did we get here? So we got to so that's what we have to look at. We got to look at, how did we get here? And once we look at how we got here, then we're going to understand where we're going. Because this ain't it. This is not it. This is not it, man. And that is not it. Because we are going to do a little bit of exploration here. Just a little bit. Yeah. The reason I'm quiet, I'm kind of I'm just looking through some stuff, some of the early records and stuff. Looking through the early records of AJ. I don't want to. Of course, we got to do what we got to do with him. Y'all already know how we. Yeah. He would laugh. He would said I got 3. He said I got 3 belts too, Gil. He said a suit belt, a jean belt, and my tool belt when I'm at work. That's it. Yeah. Lord Sweat real in the house, y'all. Much respect and blessings, my guy, Eagles Web, in chat. He said, the lames, LDB. So he said, be more. Yeah. The lames, man. I see down there Tabernacles up in the house, man. He say sore. Yep. But the reason we bring it up today, man, is Friday. So we trying to have Feast Friday in Eagles Web Boxing. My web watchers, my blue suitors, they understand what it is. They know what it is. They understand. So they know. They like, oh, they should have been like that. Oh, They said been all Eagles web is on one today. So, but we're gonna see, and we're gonna talk. You know, so roast them out Friday. You know how we do it. Sometimes we just roast them out on Fridays, and that's what we do. So we just have a big roast. Like, okay, it's time to roast. You feel me? Sometimes it's time to roast them, and sometimes it's time to let them go. But we're gonna do a little bit of roasting though. Well, I was just looking at just, we warm up though. But I was looking at one of the guys, the so-called guys. We're gonna call him a guy, and his name is HvyWt Kesicek or something like that. Kesicek. And I guess he stopped boxing in 2016. So he finished up with 11. He finished up at 11 and 22. He had 9 KOs though, and 4 K, and he got 4 KOs. Okay, my bad. He had 4 KOs. The 9 KOs was on his chin. So we got that on the resume. That's on AJ's resume. So he's on AJ's resume. Oh, he said at work now, but I'm glad I caught the chat. He said 100. Yeah. You called it this time. You got yourself in here, man. Because sometimes I know he would get. It must be good at work right now because you don't have your faces up. He put y'all know how he get. He put his faces up when he get into work. Like, oh man, I gotta go to work right now, and man. That brother, man, he suffer when he go to work sometime. We all suffer, though. Shit, I got to go in and suffer a little bit, man. I got to try to rush and get through this. But y'all know what it is, man. We waiting out. We're not vultures. I got my web watchers in here, my hawks in here. I'm the eagle. They the hawks. But I got my hawks in here, and we just, like I said, man, we not vultures, but we sit back and we wait, especially when we having a feast day on Friday. Because this is feast day. This is feast day right here. You know what I mean? So we get into the points. Now we know that AJ took, he didn't take the KTFO on June 1st, 2019. He took the TKO, right? And we know that he lost the WBA, the IBF, the WBO, and the IBO also. Because he took the smash down from the Snickers S'more Smash Down King at the time. And how time does not fly. Because that reign didn't even last a whole year. See, I got a little bit of a bank. I'm talking about Andy Ruiz. And we're not going to stay on Andy Ruiz, but we're going to mostly talk about why AJ's back on top. Or is he back on top? But right now, I'm putting him out there that he's on top. So the S'mores Smasher put the S'mores Smash down on him. And y'all should know what s'mores is. I'm not going to be explaining stuff. So I got nicknames for people. Just like I got nicknames for y'all, right? So the S'mores Smasher put the smash down on AJ. And he put them hands on him. And we seen AJ in a light that we weren't used to seeing AJ. Right? No, that's not the one. Yeah, that's the one. So we seen AJ in this light here. But we had never seen AJ in that light. So we're going to these 2 fights. So is this, or does anybody recognize this as being the real AJ? Or is the real AJ the one that came back and took the S'more Smash King and just played tag the fat boy in the middle of the ring to get my championship back? 23-1-0. 21 KOs. And suffered 1 loss. With not a KTFO, but a TKO. So does that put him as the best heavyweight right now? Does that put AJ as the top dog? Because he did it, and it gave him a little bit of a record now. It gave him, I'm 2 times champion AJ. Anthony Joshua, man, y'all better recognize. Okay, but let's step back just a little bit further. Let's just go down to September the 22nd, 2018. So he has another win. He gives somebody else the TKO for those aforementioned belts that I just talked about. And he wins that against Alexander Povetkin. But let's just go down one more. Now, this is where I felt that this showed the character, and this let us know what kind of champ we was going to have. Now, I don't know the date. But the Joseph Parker fight. So the Joseph Parker fight, what I was witnessing, I don't know what y'all witnessed, but what I was witnessing is a fighter, and that's what these fighters are doing now. A fighter more or less calling timeouts. How does a fighter call timeout? A heavyweight champion, he's calling timeouts, trying to take breathers, and we've been noticing that because we had another champ that just did that, and he lost his belts. But in this case, he didn't lose his belts. We're asking for timeouts. But we know that Jay to the Rock Williams, he lost his belts asking for timeouts. So right then I got a little bit skeptical. But I'm not saying that he's not the top dog right now. But we just undercovering a little bit. We undercovering a little bit of information. And so that was the second fight that I noticed. I'm like, okay, I don't know where to really put this guy. The first fight that really gave me the idea that there may be some problems with this guy, and that was in the Carlos Takam fight, in which that one ended up in a TKO that was, for me, it was questionable. It was a questionable TKO. See? And I'm like, I don't know. Because right before that, he had just won against Vladimir Klitschko in like a good fight where they both suffered knockdowns. And he sucked it up and he fought. So we're going to say that in April 29th, 2017, we're not going to go back no further than that, because that was the fight, Vladimir Klitschko. And so we're going to go back there, and we're going to look at why AJ, after that, why all of a sudden his whole attitude towards the boxing, not towards the boxing changed. Kill Cole's, I don't know, man. You say trash, Well, put him out, man, if he's trash, man. Who in here wants AJ? Who want that smoke? And we had this discussion yesterday, Gil. You said we got people all the way down the middleweight. We got people all the way down the middleweight that want that smoke. Yeah. I don't even see that, man. Let me see. Let me I'm not getting all you guys' responses and stuff. I'm not getting all the chat. So let me find out what's going. Let me sign in because I got to do it a whole different way with the way they got this set up. I got to sign in. So maybe when I sign in, then I can see. My brother's just talking about Michael Johnson boxing talk and more. I didn't even see him, man. So y'all quick. You guys are getting stuff a lot faster than me. Well, salute out to Michael Johnson boxing talk and more. I can't see what he wrote. Okay, he would. Okay, tabernacle testimony. So, okay, so I got all y'all then, right? I just want to make sure I shout my people out. When there's not that many people, I like to shout everybody out that's in here. You know what I mean? It's impossible if they flood the chat and stuff like that. But we still have people that's up on top. And yeah, we just met. We just had somebody to come down the other day. They finally came down off that web, man. Y'all invite them down, man. Y'all come down off the web. When you get up there, y'all can come down. Come down and holler at us, man. Come and join the chat. You don't have to you don't have to watch out, man. You don't have to just watch out, but you do have to watch that neck though. I got some clippers in here, man. I got some chop down masters up in here. And they will get you. Okay, he would in here while it's slow at work. Okay. Let me go back and check the other side. Okay. So I think I got everybody. So Michael Johnson boxing talk. I didn't see him when he first came in. But I got him now. Okay, so back to the roast. Or not roast yet. We ain't roasting. There's no hams and nothing like that on there yet. But let's talk about it, man. So this is in my opinion though. It's so because a lot of people is not really talking about it, not going back, and we're noticing that we had a lot of maybe before that like Eric Molina in Brazil that he had a couple of stoppages there. Dylan White and all those are TKOs, nothing clean. So he has his whole record that he has more TKOs than KOs. Let's just see. I'm gonna pull up his record. Let me check out the TKOs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So he has 17 TKOs, 18 counting when he got TKO'd. And it's like, so is this the face, the two-time champion, the TKO? So a lot of times when you have TKOs, you got to look at the TKO as being something that's controversial, y'all. All TKOs are not created equally. I see down there Tony Boz. Tony Boz up in the house, y'all. He said, salute Eagles Way of Boxing in the chat. He said, smash the like button and show support. That's right. And that ain't no threat there. He just telling y'all show support. He ain't threatening nobody like some of my web watchers get on you. They put that neck out there. They tell you that neck is next. That's the next thing coming. That's the next thing coming. Because what we do to him, fam. Oh, but then again, I can't say that for Gil though, because Gil does not care if your neck is stressed out first. He'll get your neck even if it ain't stressed. Even before it gets stressed out. He'll put some chopping on it. Yeah, but salute to Tony in here. So we're just doing this kind of a breakdown, and the reason we're doing this kind of a breakdown is because it puts in perspective what kind of a heavyweight champ we have right now. What kind of a two-time champ that we have right now. Because 17 TKOs. And if you're talking about him, that's 1 for him. That makes 18. So 1 on the negative, and we got 17 on the positive. And I'm going to tell you right now, the one after he fought Klitschko was the one that really threw up the red flag for me. And that was Carlos Takam. That one threw up the red flag. But we'll talk about that, though. We're going to talk about it, baby. And so we got a unanimous decision. We got one, because I just pulled it up right now. We got 2 unanimous decisions. So 2 unanimous decisions. So that, add that, that's 19. And remember, he got 23 fights. We know he lost 1. So the one he lost, that's 20. He took the TKO off of that. And so the are KOs. So 20. So they give him 3 KOs. So 3 real KOs for our champ. 17 TKOs, which a lot of them can be questioned. And I know my web watchers are pretty smart in the boxing. And so I know that they're going to say, you know what? Not only is that one that Eagle brought up is controversial, but I think this other one is controversial too. And I think this one is controversial. So do we really have a champ, a 2 times champ that is the business right now? He is the best right now. Or do we have a champ that is playing us and playing the part and playing a role, and he doesn't have no plans to really show that he is the king? So that's our questions that we present today, fellas and ladies. He went down there, he said, Apple Jacks is a soggy bowl. Oh my goodness, yeah. He a soggy bowl? God dang. So he a soggy bowl. So we got people calling AJ a soggy bowl. Do we have anybody that's not a web watcher out there that doesn't believe that? Did they really believe that AJ is the business and that AJ is the goods? Is AJ the goods? That's our discussion today. Is he the goods? Is AJ the goods? And so we're going to have a discussion about that. Let's just see. Is this AJ that I just put up? Is that the real AJ? Because we done took his record and we broke it down. But the only thing we didn't do is we didn't bring up all the fights that was controversial. But you guys might have some other ones that's controversial. Okay, so I brought up 2 that was controversial, and that's after the championship win. I felt that the Parker fight was interfered with a little bit too much, to, where the champ couldn't, really get his business going like he needed to get it going. And I felt that the Takam was stopped a little bit too soon. But now we have somebody who's trying to go universal, because that's what he's trying to do, regardless of what y'all think. He's going to try to go universal, and for universal for him, which I really don't like to use none of these words, but I can't talk about it in here. But we're talking universal, but how is he going universal, y'all? He's using that, what we call the Middle East, to go universal. And that's what he's doing. He's going to use the Middle East to go universal, to plant his name over there. Now, why would you ask, if you're a great champion, a heavyweight champion, and all the heavyweight champions, when it comes to boxing, you must be well known in the U.S. to the A. So why would you take your business or your boxing over to Saudi Arabia? Not just once. Because we see how champs in the past, we know you got to plant here, plant there. You got to be like seeding everywhere. But if you're that great of a boxer, in which we're saying, and this is the discussion, that you are the business right now. Anthony Joshua is on top. So he said Anthony Joshua is the top heavyweight, or is he out there on the same lake that I discussed before? Is he out on the same lake with Mikey, saying that they're going to fight the big fight? I'm going to fight Earl again on Mikey's side. I'm going to fight Wilder once we pull in the big fish out this lake. But at the same time, we know that that same lake don't have any fish in there. Is that the AJ? Or is he really back? Is he showing us new wrinkles that's going to give the heavyweight division problems? Or is he just showing us that I can run when I have to? My side of the story. Your side of the story. You know you're going to get my side of the story. Because I'm breaking down my side of the story right now. Right? We're going to break this down, baby. We're going to look at it. That's how we look at stuff in here, man. We look at it from our perspective. But we look at it right now. We're looking at it from the eagle's eye to see what's going on. Because we don't want no buffoonery up in here, man. Okay, so I got the Carlos Takam, I got the Joseph Parker, the two controversials right away. And then we get going to Alexander Povetkin. Okay, so we say that maybe he got winded. Okay, so we're looking like right after I got my belt, see? So right after he gets his belt, controversy, a tired out fighter, and then, so remember, that's only 3 fights. Controversy. This is a tired out fighter. Got the TK, the TK on that one, and then the s'more smash down, and then the tag the fat boy to come back. So here's the thing about that. In my opinion, my opine is that I need to see more out of AJ. And the thing is, I need to see more out of AJ soon. I mean, real soon. Real soon. Because if not, then he just becomes just that fighter. He becomes that, damn, all this noise, man, these coins and all that. He becomes that fighter, man. He becomes just a controversial fighter. You know what I mean? That's it. He just becomes controversial. Right? And so I'm trying to keep this on AJ. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep this on AJ a little bit. You guys know the news in which I told you, man, that let's do it. Let's do a sidebar. We'll go back to we're talking about it, man. You guys can give me your thoughts on him. But you guys already know that we had a fighter to lose a fight the other day, and we already know where I have him rated. No, that's not. And I got the, yeah. So we already know that. So Framer, y'all know I don't call him Farmer. So Framer is, he hollering for a rematch. Like right away, he wants a rematch and stuff. Right. But with that performance, I'm not going to talk about the fight that much. But with that performance, do we see that Framer, is he a framer? That he's framing us? Is he a farmer? So he needs to probably just get him a little plot of land and go farming? Or can he come back and get the win? And can he move up and beat one of the big dogs? Even though they small. But can he come back? Right? Can he come back and get up there on top? Can he ever be top echelon? Because right now I got him as a total fraud. And I usually don't pay attention. And I usually don't watch total frauds. But when they lose, they end up in Eagles web. Even though I'm not going to put something big on him. Sir Flame up in there, man. Huh? Y'all better recognize Sir Flame, man. Coming up in here. and I'm going to go ahead and read your little comment, Gil. You know you're full of it, though, right? Gil said, he said, Wilder don't want no smoke with AJ. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, we got middleweights that want smoke with AJ. Who don't want smoke with AJ? Man, that boy crazy as I don't know what. Sir Flame say, salute the Eagles Web Boxes. Salute to the chat. And as always, jab that like button on y'all neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web Boxes. That's right, baby. He'll tell you, man, don't get neck up in here. Because for me, I like to have the neck nice and thin and stretched out before I chop it. But some of my people up here, Sir Flame and them, they'll come get it quick. Okay, Sir Flame said, had me busy at work. Couldn't get in until now. Yeah, I had to start late anyway, man, because I was at an appointment and stuff. So, yeah, Eagles Wave had to start late today, man. Yeah, but I'm not gonna keep the whole stream on just him. But let me just burn him up a little bit more, because this ain't a roast. But what it was is we're trying to discuss, and I don't think Gil is being truthful, y'all, when he says that. Because he's saying that Wilder don't want nothing with AJ. Wilder don't want no smoke. Okay, well, AJ got to step up and show us. AJ cannot be, pretending and stuff. Because no, it shouldn't be. I don't know why, if it's buffered or not, I don't know. It shouldn't be right here. Because this is where we're headed with AJ, because I just said they headed back to Saudi again. Okay, that's on top. That's on top with AJ. So I'm not off a topic. So we're still on top. So we had the Devil's Deception in the desert in December. Now we got the Devil's Deception in the desert with AJ and Snake. And this is not something this is not written in stone right now, but there's a possibility that we're going to have another one of those nice little deceptions over in the desert. But this time it's probably not December, because that's a whole year, and I don't think he's going to wait a year before he fights. Because if I recall right, he was talking about something about fighting in July, something like that. That's still quite a ways out, though, huh? What's that? 7 months from December. Yeah, but they about to take us on another trip. And let me ask y'all something personal. For the ones of you that was like me, and there was a couple of you in here, and well, some people ran from it, and some people didn't run from it. But for the ones of you that was here, and I put it up, y'all see it right there. And this is actually a delicious looking page. As y'all can see, man, that looked delectable, don't it? And the reason we had the delectable page, hey, that was my second shot. I had my salted, dried out, petrified crow before that. But we knew it was going to be one of those. So I'm asking y'all, man, if any of y'all like the first treatment that we had, and y'all ready to sit down and have your crow on that BS, though, If y'all ready to do that again, let me know. Any way you want to, man. Put up the ones or whatever, however you want to do it, man. But we seeing that if AJ's on his way back to the desert, and this is the champ now. Now they calling him, that's the champ. That's the 2 times champ. And they got all the trolls is right back on board, man. All the trolls is right back on board. So if all the trolls is right back on board again, huh? You see I got my dogs out, man. My dogs is like, what? Huh? Are they on some old type of B to the S? Again. And see, this subject, even though I'm talking about is he really the look for heavyweights? You know what? The subject is really deep, man, but nobody's really gonna pay attention to it. I mean, because I can't really bring it all out in here, but think about it, man. If those belts all of a sudden become hostage, so those belts are in a hostage situation, I need for somebody in here to let me know how we can get those belts out of those hands. And will the sanctioning bodies do anything to get those belts out of those hands so they can be distributed in the manner that they should be distributed? Because